I'm Ryan Iverson, and this is the Investor Breakout Weekly Insight. Let's talk about what happened this week. Gold and silver just experienced one of the most extreme sell-offs in modern market history. And the message is clear. This wasn't about fundamentals, it was about mechanics. On January 30th, gold plunged 9% in a single session, falling from roughly $5,400 USD per ounce to under $4,900 USD per ounce. Silver collapsed even harder, dropping as much as 35% intraday. Together, the two metals erased an estimated $7 trillion in market value in one day. So what actually broke the market? Analysts point to a sudden political shift as the spark. The designation of Kevin Warsh as the next Fed chair reduced perceived political risk, pulling momentum out of the precious metals trade. But the real driver was deeper. This was a liquidity and leverage event. As volatility spiked, margin calls, risk limits, and stop losses forced investors out of crowded positions. Silver, being less liquid and more speculative, magnified the damage. Importantly, inflation data didn't suddenly change. Policy expectations didn't flip overnight. What failed was the assumption that these safe haven assets stay liquid when everyone rushes into the same trade. Looking ahead, most strategists still see gold's long-term bull case intact. Central bank buying, institutional demand, and distrust in fiat currencies remain powerful tailwinds. Many view this correction as a potential entry point for long-term investors. Silver, however, looks more fragile. Industrial demand is softer, and speculative positioning still dominates price action. For investors, the takeaway is simple. Even safe havens can crash when leverage builds. The cycle may not be over, but volatility is firmly back. TempraMed Technologies was a top 5 pick from the Investor Breakout Exchange at CEM's AlphaNorth Capital Event 2026, and it stood out for one simple reason. This is a practical innovation with real momentum. TempraMed, or VIVI on the CSC, is solving a problem that affects millions of people every day. Temperature-sensitive injectable medications are everywhere, and protecting them after they leave the pharmacy is a massive overlooked need. The company already has proven products in the market, with more than 120,000 units sold, growing acceptance from major players, and a clear path to scale. What's exciting now is this shift toward a bigger business model. TempraMed is moving beyond hardware into connecting technology and reoccurring revenue, creating long-term value on top of product people rely on daily. With guidance toward roughly $19 million in revenue in 2026, this is a healthcare name moving quickly from execution to expansion. The full TempraMed Spotlight will be live on InvestorBreakout.com on February 11th. Carrier Connect Data Solutions was one of the top 5 picks from the Investor Breakout Exchange at CEM's AlphaNorth Capital Event 2026. It stood out as a pure-play infrastructure story in the middle of the AI boom. Carrier Connect, or CCDS on the venture, is focused on owning and consolidating data centers. These facilities are the backbone of cloud computing, enterprise networks, and next-generation AI workloads. Its business is built around co-location. That means providing secure space, power, cooling, and connectivity for customers ranging from AI companies to telecom providers and growing enterprises. What makes the story compelling is the strategy. Carrier Connect is pursuing a roll-up model. It's acquiring smaller private data center operators and building a scaled public platform in a sector where demand is accelerating fast. The company also operates carrier-neutral facilities, giving customers flexibility in network providers. And it's expanding across key markets, including Vancouver, Ottawa, and Perth. In a world where data and compute demand keep rising, Carrier Connect is positioning itself as a growth stage player in one of the most essential parts of the digital economy. Carrier Connect is already set to attend 2 more CM events this year. So if you want direct access to the company and the investors following this space, register now before the investor seats fill up. I'm Ryan Iverson, and we'll see you next week.